Hey guys, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. My name's Matthew and I post videos every Monday and Friday. So if you love the tingles, then please do hit that subscribe button because you are in the right place. We have a few things to go over before we get into today's case. First of all, you may or may not notice I have a cold, so I'm a little bit bunged up. I've been really ill all week. Well, not all week, but the last couple of days been. Although I've been working, I should have just called in sick. I was just a snotty mess. It was not the one. I should have called it quits and slept it off. But for the past week, I've just been full of cold and flu tablets basically, and I'm getting there. I'm feeling a lot better. Definitely feeling a lot better. Just a little bit bunged up now, but it has meant I've been very late in recording to tonight's video, and I am recording this video tonight, and I'm hoping it's still going to be at my usual upload time. But this will depend on how long this video takes to load up to my Google Drive, to then edit quickly and then hopefully upload the video. I have I love leaving everything to the last minute, so great. I also want to apologise for last Friday's video. I can't believe I was so stupid to not realise I had uploaded the same case as Monday. So I uploaded a Faves video twice, but the mad thing about this whole thing is that the second upload outperformed the first upload. I am not quite sure how or why. The thumbnail was absolutely shocking because it was one of those like auto-generated ones, but yeah, it's performed better than the original upload, and it's actually performed much better than Monday's video. So no idea why. Not going to question it. I need the watch hours, so by all means, watch it. I've also aged. I've aged a year. I had a great weekend. Some of you know, thank you for the birthday messages that were on the post. I really appreciate it, and the video as well, because I mentioned it was the day before my birthday. That video should have gone up on the day before my birthday. When I actually uploaded the video, I'd already aged. It would have been my birthday, we'd missed it. But now I am into a new year, and I've been sick for the year's first bit of it, so can only get better, right? And I saw The Lion King. I was taken to see The Lion King. Absolutely amazing show. If you've never seen it, it really is. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful show. After the opening number, they had to stop the show temporarily because there was a technical fault. So that was a bit awkward. I think the show had stopped for probably about maybe 5-10 minutes. But the rest of the show went off without a hitch, and we were staying at the Apex Hotel, which is just near the Strand in London. It was a beautiful hotel, and yeah, we had like a couple of drinks there. I had a really, really nice time. I have been very spoiled by my friends and family, so yeah, it was a good birthday. But you have not come here to listen to me ramble about this. What you have come to listen to Gosden, a brilliant and introverted boy whose unexplained disappearance has baffled investigators and haunted his loved ones for over 17 years. So let's begin with a deep breath in. As we dive into this heartbreaking case, I'll be creating a calm space for us to reflect and ponder together. Oh, I don't know where that came from. So, Andrew Gosden was born on the 10th of July 1993, I'll be around my age, in Doncaster, South Yorkshire, England. He grew up in a close-knit family with his parents, Kevin and Glenys, and his older sister, Charlotte. From an early age, Andrew was recognised for his intellect, and by the time he reached secondary school, he was thriving academically and was part of a specialised programme for gifted children at the Hayfield School. Despite this, Andrew was humble and unassuming. He wasn't a social butterfly. In fact, he preferred quiet, solitary hobbies like reading, playing video games, and listening to his favourite bands. His love for heavy metal music, bands like Muse, Slipknot, and Funeral for a Friend, was one of his defining characteristics. It's really sucking not being able to breathe. Family and friends described Andrew as reliable, content, and somewhat predictable. He wasn't the type to act impulsively, which makes what happened next even more perplexing. On Friday, September 14th, 2007, it started like any other day in the Gosden household. Andrew woke up, got dressed in his school uniform, a white shirt, black trousers and a tie, and ate breakfast with his family. At 8:05 a.m. he left for school as usual, but Andrew never arrived. Instead, he walked back home after his parents had left for work. Once home, Andrew changed out of his uniform into casual clothes, a black Slipknot t-shirt, black jeans and trainers. He then carefully packed his wallet and withdrew £200 from his savings account. Strangely, he left behind his bank card and most of his belongings, including his school bag, phone, and even his PSP gaming controller. Oh my god, PSPs, do you remember that? A device he was rarely without. Yeah, it was a big thing back then. Andrew walked to a nearby Doncaster train station, passing by a park where he waited for about 30 minutes. CCTV footage captured him calmly purchasing a one-way ticket to London's King's Cross station at 9:35 a.m. When offered a return ticket for just 50 pence more, he declined. This decision, like many aspects of Andrew's actions that day, raises questions. Was this a carefully planned journey or a spur of the moment decision? By 11:20 a.m, Andrew arrived in London, as confirmed by CCTV footage at King's Cross station. The footage shows him leaving the station alone, carrying no bag, and walking calmly into the bustling city. This is the last confirmed sighting of Andrew Gosden. What? I am baffled. concerned. He was a responsible teenager, and they had assumed he might have lost track of time while at a friend's house. But as the night wore on, panic set in. By the next morning, Kevin and Glennis contacted the police. However, critical time was lost in the investigation. It wasn't until days later that Andrew's parents discovered he had gone to London. They found his train ticket receipt in his bedroom and confirmed his travel through CCTV footage. The journey to London, investigators confirmed that Andrew boarded the train alone and appeared calm throughout his journey. He didn't speak to anyone or display any signs of distress. King's Cross Station, the CCTV footage at the station showed Andrew leaving at 11:20 a.m, but there was no footage of where he went next. This was before widespread CCTV coverage in public spaces, making it difficult to track his footsteps or movements. No digital footprint. Andrew's bank account remained untouched, and he didn't own a mobile phone at this time. He also hadn't used a family computer to search for travel information or to contact anyone. Over the years, the police received numerous tips and potential sightings of Andrew, but none have led to concrete answers. So there's a few theories around his disappearance. So possible theories that might have happened to Andrew is number one, a planned escape. Some believe Andrew was unhappy and decided to leave home. However, his lack of preparation, no bag, phone or long-term resources make this a less likely theory. Meeting someone. Could Andrew have travelled to London to meet someone he knew from online forums or a shared interest in music? This theory is plausible, but no evidence has ever surfaced to support it. Foul play. Others fear Andrew may have been abducted or harmed after arriving in London. King's Cross Station is a bustling area, making it possible for someone to target him unnoticed. And number 4, a mental health crisis. While Andrew was described as happy and stable, some speculate he may have experienced a sudden emotional or mental health crisis. Each theory raises more questions than answers, leaving the truth about Andrew's fate in shrouded mystery. These theories are really, really interesting because my thoughts would be, again, this is a case I'm not familiar with, and I'm surprised I'm not familiar with, just because it is a case that kind of, I'm a few months older than Andrew, I guess, so it would be a case I should feel a little bit more connected to. I don't know if that is that weird thinking of people like your age, like there's certain things that had happened to like people in my year group, and it's really like that's led a devastating mark on me, and I wasn't particularly close to that person, but it kind of rang home. But then they were in my year, so there is that connection there. I've got no connection to Andrew, or maybe I do. Maybe as a friend. I don't know. This is just stupid now, but you know what I mean. Okay, or do you not know what I mean? Okay, well, yeah, you probably don't, but it's fine. I'm going out on a limb there's probably a mixture between theory 1 and theory 2. I've got a feeling it was very much planned, and the fact he didn't have a bag or any of his stuff, I'm going out on a limb to say maybe he was meeting someone and he purposely left all that stuff because he knew that it could be traced, or stuff like that. If he was as intelligent as people say he was, although he was a teenager, maybe he worked this all out. I mean, foul play is a possibility, but I think there's a lot of steps leading up to that kind of don't make that as the steps leading up to that don't quite make sense. I mean, it's not impossible that could have happened. I mean, I've been to King's Cross a lot of times for work and stuff, so I mean, it's busy, but would it be busy? I don't know. I'm not feeling that theory. Could he have had a mental health crisis? More than possibility. That may lead into. There could be a mixture of 1, 2, and 4. I mean, he was acting normal on the train. Well, normal. He was calm, but then that was kind of his personality. I mean, part of me is thinking, is he on the spectrum? May have not been diagnosed. Really, again, thinking back to my year, that it wasn't as much of a known thing. It's definitely more of a new thing. Could that have led to a falling out with the parents, or him not feeling understood, or possibly? But it is really interesting. This is the part of the video now where I'm going to have a quick Google to see if there's anything recent about this case. Also, side note, did you hear that's the Sarah Boone, who is someone we've covered? She got sentenced to life in prison today. Not today, but she got sentenced to prison for life in prison this week for leaving her partner to die in a suitcase. It was for second-degree murder, and I think it's Florida off the top of my head. They don't have parole, so she will serve life in prison. But she's got 30 days to appeal, which I think everyone's expecting her to appeal because she wants a lesser sentence, obviously. And yeah, we'll see what happens there. But just a little interesting update for you guys. So the sad thing is, there's not many reports on this case. There's a lot about the actor, but not the last real. And this is from like an initial Google search. It's only the Doncaster Free Press, and the last article was from the 14th of September 2023. And then before that, they did a article marking the 14 years, again on the 14th of September 2021. So it'd be great to spread a little publicity on this. Can we find Andrew? Could you imagine if Andrew's watching this? Sorry, sidetrack. Hi Andrew, if you're watching. No. Let's see what the Doncaster Free Press has to say, shall we? Oh my god. Bloody cookies. So, today marks 16 years since Doncaster teenager Andrew Gosden went missing. Police are urging anyone who might know Andrew or any information about him to come forward. A South Yorkshire police spokesperson said, "Our main aim is to encourage anyone who might know Andrew to contact the police. Providing details about his appearance, we are hoping to spark a conversation between friends or people who might know him as a 30-year-old man that he is today. Well, we'd be 32, approaching 33. Does someone you know have any gaps in their life history? Do you know someone with a distinctive double ridge on their right ear? Is there someone in your life, your street, or your community that might be Andrew?" Andrew was 14 when he disappeared in September 2007. He'd now be 30. 32. Police are aware that he got the train to London King's Cross, but after leaving the station, there are no confirmed sightings and no information about his movements that could be corroborated by police. Today, on the anniversary, the police are sharing age progression photos of Andrew and images of his distinctive right ear, all of which could be vital in finding a piece of the puzzle of his disappearance. Andrew is also deaf in his left ear and has poor eyesight. He needs to wear glasses or contact lenses. Dr. Knowles said, "Time does not lessen the pain for Andrew's family. I know from speaking to them that with every passing day, month and year, their desire to know what happened to him grows. If you have any answers to these questions, perhaps today is the time to speak to someone." Since his disappearance, Andrew's dad Kevin has continued to raise awareness and search for answers about his son. It must be horrific for any parent for a child to go missing and just have no leads. Like, what are you supposed to do with your life? How do you carry on? He works closely with the national charity Missing People, collecting useful information to help the wider public in their search for Andrew. More information can be found via Kevin's blog. I'm going to link. Let's have a click on the blog. I will also. Oh, it can't be reached. Oh, well, that's annoying. But any information that is received by South Yorkshire Police continues to be reviewed. You can call Crime Stoppers anonymously on 0800 555 111 and quote incident number 161 of September 13th, 2017. It would be really interesting. I mean, the thing is that King's Cross is not far from me. It's not out of the possibility that, that's if he stayed there. I mean, he could be anywhere, although he didn't take a passport. Did he have a passport? He'd still. Chances are he's still in the country, right? possibly. Surely. Well, you can't go anywhere without a passport. But can you get a fake passport? I mean, you probably could. Would that work though? Probably does though. No, I'm going out on the limb. He's still in the country. He's somewhere. Would he have stayed in London? London, and actually King's Cross, is not that far from Euston, which can take you north. But then Doncaster's like approaching that way, right? Or is Doncaster the Midlands? My geography is terrible. I apologise. I mean, he could be anywhere. He could be anywhere in the country. He could be anywhere. But I'm sure he's still in the UK. But where? I don't know. It'd be weird if I bumped into him. It'd be weird if like one of my friends know him. But it is an interesting thought, because he is my age. It would be my peer group. Although he'd been out of school for like a long time. Because he went missing at 14. I'm fascinated. I'm absolutely fascinated by this case. I hope you guys are too. I also hope you find it relaxing. All the questions. I've got so many questions. Let's track him down, guys. Spread this video. Spread this video far and wide. Andrew, come clean. Where are you? Your parents are worried. Give them some information, please. Because that's the reason why. Why would someone do that? Why, basically? So, Andrew's family have never given up hope. They've worked tirelessly to keep his case in the public eye. And it is sad, this case has not got more public attention. I am disappointed that the only really news articles that are coming up on Google with your initial search are the Doncaster Free Press. Now, no offence to the Doncaster Free Press, but where are the national newspapers and stuff? Why is no one really talking about this case? But they've not given up hope. They are organising awareness campaigns, interviews, and even consulting age progression experts to create images of what Andrew might look like today. Kevin Gosden has said, "We just want to know he's safe, no matter what has happened. He is always welcome home." Despite their efforts, the case remains unsolved. It is a painful reality that so many families of missing persons endure the uncertainty, the unanswered questions, and the constant hope for a resolution. Now, Andrew is an adult now. He may not want to go back to Doncaster. He may be settled somewhere. He may be perfectly healthy, perfectly safe, but he should reach out to his parents just so they don't have to worry. Like, what have they done to deserve that kind of pain? I'm hoping, part of me is hoping they haven't done. Obviously, I'm hoping there wasn't a reason, like they caused him for him to leave. Because you don't want anyone really put in that situation, but you never know. Some kids, and we've covered in cases before, the people caring for them have not done their job, and it's led to disastrous consequences. So if he felt like walking out and starting a life somewhere was the right thing, then interesting he didn't take more belongings. This is why I feel like there must have been someone else kind of setting him up, because I don't think you would go anywhere. Like, I don't travel light. So I would always overpack, even if it was just for like a few days stuff. I'm just thinking, sorry. Andrew Gosden's disappearance is one of the most perplexing mysteries in recent memory. It's a reminder of how quickly life can change and how precious our connections to one another truly are. If this is a story that has touched your heart, or if you have thoughts on what might have happened to Andrew, feel free to share them in the comments below. It'll be really interesting to hear your thoughts on this case. Thank you for spending this quiet time with me. As always, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you again soon. Sweet dreams. Night, guys.